What's up, our love, our journey?
Hey.
We are here for another episode of the series that I do and I like to host, which is called Things I've Learned to Find Happiness, where I talk about my mission and journey of trying all the things on the internet that they say brings you happiness, giving you guys my honest experience and review, and see if it's something that works in the short term, mid-term, or long-term, pros and cons, and or if it works at all in my experience. Today I got an amazing, beautiful, super good-looking queen special guest. Her name is
Alex.
soon to be Alex McCray.
Hey.
So, guys, I'm really excited for this episode. Not only because I get to hang out with my best friend, which is a blast and delight for me, and I'm sure you guys like seeing her face because it's better to look at than mine. But it's gonna be fun because the topic we're talking about today is waking up early. So let's dive right into it, okay? We wanted to test out waking up early. My boy JP, he's the one who kind of brought that in my ear. Now, obviously, there's a lot of science and data, and everybody knows, wake up on your sleeping schedule, keep it consistent, things like that to keep you happy, right? Well, me and Alex, we work late night because a lot of our employees are overseas, and so and we like to just work late at night, like 2, 3, 4 in the morning. So we're usually not going to sleep. We'll go to sleep between normally 4 and 6. 4 or 6 a.m. Typically. And so we decided to change it up to see the impact it have on our happiness levels. We've been pretty happy, but I think once you hit a higher level of happiness, you start to notice the gap, right? So I guess the schedule we started sticking to. And how long have we been doing this? A couple weeks now.
2 weeks, yeah.
So we're in a groove now, and we started waking up anywhere between 7 a.m., which is early for us, believe it or not, and 10 p.m. And we'll start.
Not 10
I mean, really wide range.
Shoot. I was like, wait.
7 a.m. and 10 a.m. So somewhere in there. And the cool thing about it is we have that kind of flexibility, but we do that and then we immediately go meditate. Well, I meditate and then we go work out. Okay, so that's what we kind of been doing.
Yes.
All right, so we go to sleep usually about midnight. So we're getting between 7 and 9, 7 and 10 hours of sleep on average each night. So a little bit more rest than we're used to as well. But I don't think that's the determining factor as the time we're waking up.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay, so really quick, guys, I know there's a lot of science. I'm not going to go into it, but you guys know, like, if the sunlight hits your eyes within a few minutes of waking up, it's supposed to really prime your body and your mind to be in a much better mood and just have a great day. As opposed to, we would wake up sometimes when it's actually getting dark.
With the winter hours.
Winter hours. It starts getting dark around 4.
Yeah.
And for us, if we're working until like 10, 11, we'll work till noon sometimes, literally, which is just weird, right? So we only sleep a few hours, wake up at 4:35, and it's freaking dark.
Yeah.
And I went 3 days, I think, without seeing any sunlight. So, anywho, all right, so let's dive right in. So the impact it's had on our life. So I think both of us had really shockingly amazing changes in our happiness from this. Like, it shocked me how much it was. I knew I did a little bump, but it was really big, significant, incremental bump. So the impact it's had on my life as of now, I would say is very high. The quality of my days are so much better. What about you guys?
I'd say super high too. The past 2 days I've woke up without an alarm.
Oh, see, look at you. Okay, yes. So we don't really use alarms, guys. And we never really have.
Unless we have. Well, yeah, I used to get up really
early. My God, guys.
I used to get up at 4 a.m.
Okay, guys, if you want to wake up in hell, sleep next to Alex. She sets an alarm and literally snoozes 30 times.
On that episode of Rules of Engagement.
Oh my God, yeah. So imagine waking up to some annoying alarm. This is never fun to wake up.
No, it's
no, it's still annoying AF, all right? And so then, listen to that, and then listen to it every 5 minutes for freaking hours when you're trying to sleep. That's fun. And then I'm like, babe, can you stop? Can you just wake up? She'd be like, 5 more minutes. Effing out. God dang it. All right, so anyways, I hate alarms. So let's definitely keep those out.
Yeah, so I woke up the past 2 days within my time that I wanted to. No.
Hallelujah.
That just means I need to get some sleeps tonight.
Okay, yes, okay. So I would say one of the cons, is our body's still adjusting. So I'm crashing usually around 9 o'clock. Between 7 and 9.
But I always have when I wake up early. I've always crashed around 9.
But actually
That's for
today it's about 8:15 right now, and I feel zero drop.
Yeah,
Actually,
no,
I feel
either.
really good right now. So I think our bodies are finally adjusting and adapting. But I did sleep like a couple extra hours today. I
Yeah, you
slept
did.
like 10 or something.
Yeah, you did.
So,
But I didn't, and I'm not crashing.
but yeah, guys, I'm really big on sleeping until don't wake up with the alarm. I actually think the more you do that, the more you don't have to do that, the better. Because imagine the state that puts you in when it just shocks you to wake you up. It's like, I think there's a part in our evolution where if we woke up in the middle of the night like that, I think that can mean we're about to get killed by another tribe. And so I did put you on a high alert panic state. Fortunately, evolution, doesn't support happiness for us. It actually supports a lot of paranoia and actually keeps us in a very worried state by nature. So anxiety, worry, those are the things that keep us alive. And that's what evolution in nature is interested in for us. So happiness, Tony Robbins says we have a dirt road to happiness and a highway to pain and anxiety and stress and all that. It's because this keeps us alive. So it's really good at that. But the problem is we're not in consistent threat anymore. Let's rate everything. So as of now, this is going to be hard for me personally to rate if it has short-term benefits, midterm, or long-term. I would say as of now, it's for sure, I would say more midterm than even short. Because the first week or so wasn't as good, but the second week is really getting really nice for us. I won't be able to rate on long term. Yes, obviously I've waken up early in my life forever in the corporate world, but I was always forced and on short time, so I was never getting like a relaxed and good amount of sleep. So what about you, babe? Do you think it has short-term benefits, midterm, and or long-term happiness?
Long term.
Do you think it supports happiness?
Yeah, I've always been happier when I'm waking up. Like even like days where I'd have to go to work and I wouldn't wake up in time to because I always would go to the gym and then I would come home, get ready, go to work, and then come back to the gym.
Because I don't wake up like everyone else. Like it's hard for me to get out of bed. It's not the same. Like she wakes up, her and the dogs. As soon as it's time to wake up, they're like, "Let's go," and I'm like, literally, give me an hour. And then just let me teeth off for a while.
And then I still don't talk to him on the way to the gym.
Still don't talk to me for 2 hours. After that, we're good, but I at least need to meditate before a lot of stuff's coming at me. A lot of sensory just hit me in the face. So I don't check my phone or anything like that until after I meditated and gym.
Not lying. I sent him a text this morning. He literally read it an hour ago.
Yeah. Like 6, 7 p.m. Okay. But I would say, guys, one other benefit is the energy levels do go up. As you can hear today, I'm in very high energy, right? And I am a very big believer in energy levels equals your happiness or sadness. So when you're sluggish, you're more prone to be in an unhappy state. And when you're in a happy state, your energy levels are pretty high. You'll jump around. Think about a kid. When they're happy, they'll jump around and do anything. The dogs too. But then a tired adult, they don't want to do anything. They're not going to jump around in a puddle of water or anything like that, right?
You're so cute.
So keep that in the back of your mind. I think that's a really big part of it. And I would say stick it out for 2 weeks. That's when you'll start to probably notice it. Simplicity, easy to do on a scale 1 to 10. What would you say on a scale 1 to 10?
Starting out like a 4 or 5. It's hard to change your sleeping schedule. But then like into week 2, it's probably like 6, 7 simple. And then it just goes up.
Yeah, great. Yeah, I think that sounds good. I'd actually probably echo that. As it gets easier, you kind of
want to.
You kind of naturally start waking up that time.
That's why I said like the past 2 days.
And you feel rested, right? Like I feel more rested when it's time to wake up as opposed to when my sleeping schedule's later. I never felt fully rested.
Me either. I could sleep forever.
Right? That's interesting. Yeah. Okay, sweet, babe. All right. Learning curve to practical to use ratio. It's not hard.
Set an alarm.
but I would say, the best way to probably do it without having to set an alarm is just to try to go to sleep earlier. Guys, now some people's gonna chop my head off for this, especially to being a freaking person who helps everyone through nutrition and stuff. If you need to go to sleep early, one thing you could do is eat a lot of carbohydrates or a lot of sugar. Okay, that's so bad, I get it. But I'm telling you guys, like the insulin bump and then crash. So it actually blunts cortisol, right? So it kind of like shuts down the stress, which is why people eat sugar without realizing. That's why people are usually getting overweight. They're eating a lot of things to suppress the cortisol and to bring their energy levels down so they can get in a relaxed state. Okay. Now use that to your advantage if you want. I don't see sugar as good nor bad. Everybody's black and white on it. I think there's some good use of sugar, and I think this can be one of them, especially while getting your state up. Obviously, it's not a good long-term strategy because your insulin will be all over the place. You'll be tired throughout the day, but for a short term, for a few days, I think it's good. Okay. What consistency do you have to do it at? I would say you have to do it every day, pretty much.
I agree.
Maybe, what do you think, Dave? I think allowing a 2-ish hour window. So on days where you stayed up later than normal, I would say it's very important still to sleep as long as your body tells you. And you can wake up when you need it, unless you're someone who's going to sleep through the whole day somehow. But I would say I give myself until 10 o'clock, but I try to be up as close to 7 as possible.
Because like last night we stayed up late, but I'm 7 o'clock older and I was just like, I was like, I tried going back to sleep.
It was hard
and
for
I just
me. It was hard for me. I was really just laying there, just like cuddling with you. Those are the best mornings. Cuddling with my best friend. Let me tell you about my best friend.
It's me.
Her name is Alex.
Hi.
Best friend. Hi. Yo. All right. So best sources to learn more, just life. Like,
Inside your eyelids.
actually, you know what though? You probably can go Google some more benefits. So for me to start a habit, I do like a lot of like knowledge about it. It just motivates me. I don't know why. So just the more I can learn about and have good reasons, that's like, oh, that's good. Oh, that's good, right? Like the more I can learn about things, it gets me more stoked about doing it, and then I go on with more intensity. So yeah, I would say just Google the scientific benefits. I haven't. You know, I'm sure there's a laundry list of why that. But I would say, guys, so quick tips before we close out. I would say one is parrots. Well, actually, whatever.
I thought you just said parrots.
Oh, parrots.
I was like, what?
Get a parrot.
Wake up, wake up.
Yeah, that would be the worst. Oh, how do people own birds? That's been a nightmare. Wake up. So I would say, guys, a tip is to pair it with working out as early as you can in the morning. I think the sooner the better, and I think science backs that. But definitely in our experience, we've noticed that if you can start getting the habit, I'm used to working out after work, but switching to the mornings this morning, we can do another video on it. But man, I think that's made a massive difference. Pair it with meditation first, if you possible. This is the perfect scenario, and then working out pretty quick after that, within an hour of waking. That combination I think is amazing. And if you do all that before you look at your phone, because what if there's bad news on your phone when you wake up and you're already in this defenseless state, right? Then imagine how your day's gonna go. Or just taking in all this stuff, right? When you wake up, I think you need to get your mind right for meditation and then your body right for working out. Then you're strong, you're in a solid foundation, and you're centered to be able to handle whatever life throws at you. That's been massive, man, massive. Any other bonus tips you think that can help people kind of start altering their sleeping schedule and just get the most out of it?
No, I mean, just the more sunlight your body's going to see during the day, the happier you're going to be, period.
Okay, so maybe when you wake up within a few minutes, guys, I think literally within a few minutes is probably more optimal. Yes, I have noticed that. I'm glad I just processed that on the fly. And I'm chatty Cathy today, so.
Yes, he is, guys.
But I would say, guys, the quicker you can get sunlight in your eyeballs, right? I think people freak out about, don't stare at the sun, you're going to go blind. I don't know one person in my life, and I'm sure none of you guys do, that's went blind from looking at the sun. Okay, I'm not saying look at it, but just go look around it. Okay. In my right, that's just my 2 cents, right? So I think the quicker you do that, massive difference for me. I've noticed when I keep the lights dark and then wake up, then it's hard to wake up.
Yeah.
That's why it's been so tough to wake up. It stays dark.
But I immediately go downstairs.
You go downstairs, right? I think that's a massive part. So that and then just not look at your phone in the mornings, you know, and then get movement.
Yeah, I literally wake up and I go downstairs.
She's just stuff. And I think if I got in a habit, then I think I wouldn't probably naturally turn like that more. Right.
Because all the time he's like, stay in cuddle. I was like, I cannot stay in cuddle.
Yeah.
I have to get up. I have to move my body.
Yeah, she does.
Yeah.
All right, guys, we really hope that brought some level of value. And if you have been in a state of depression, especially around wintertime, I'm not sure when this will release, but right now it's December.
Almost Christmas.
Yeah, almost my birthday too.
Yeah.
January 16th, baby.
Oh.
But guys, please give some of this a shot and just let us know if it has helped. It'd be really great for us to know. We'll have our email on the screen right here. All right, guys, thanks so much for being an amazing loyal listener, and we cannot wait
to see you
on the very next
episode.
Peace.